Hello guys, welcome to the ninth episode of our full playthrough of Daymare 1998 on TJ. Boy, I got an awful lot to talk about. I've been gone extensively these past few days since the last episode, and mainly because I just came back from work from my extensive vacation from Universal Studios, and now I'm off for these next couple of days. But a lot has happened these past few days in the gaming world as well as the economic world as well too. So I'll talk about that as well as how the NCAA tournament is holding up. But first, let's talk about what happened in the 8th episode previously. So we, as Agent Raven, were able to blow through the sewer system, and we found some stuff that was going on. Apparently some experimentations that Hexacore Biogenetics was conducting. And right before we got out of the sewers, we ran into a major enemy called the Caster Hades. And it looks like a tyrant, but not a tyrant, if you know what I mean. So, make sure I'm still doing everything right. Really tough guy. Oh, there's another one of those caster capsules right there, which is causing what's been going on here. So we were able to blow through that, but now we're in the junkyard. And yes, this is still chapter 3. This is, I believe, the third or fourth episode of chapter 3 right now. The last entire episode was it was mainly in the sewers. So this is where we're at right now. Now, as for what happened these past few days, so on Tuesday, April 1st, Nintendo released their Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, and it was a fantastic presentation of the Nintendo Switch 2. All the features, all the games that were presented, and all the technical specifications and all the information was done pretty well, explaining all the features and stuff. The new C button that's on the Nintendo Switch 2, which is basically a quote-unquote camera button where you can, or I'd say the connect button, I should say, where you can connect with friends, and when you play with and get to play with them on specific games, or it's basically like a multiplayer function. So is that a zombie there? Oh, I see right there. Yeah, there's two. This one's after me. Ooh. Good shot. Let's see if it comes back alive. There's the music. Oh man. And they even introduced the Nintendo camera as well too, where you can show your pretty much your face or yourself while playing with others. And the way it works is that when you're playing or broadcasting or watching others play, the game will split into multiple cameras. Obviously, the big top will show you the game, will show you your gameplay, and then the bottom 1 to 4 cameras or whatever will be your friends' faces as well, which is a neat feature. And also you get to see what they're doing when they're playing, whether it's the new Mario Party Jamboree game, which is a Switch 2 version. And let's see, there's also a lot of new Switch 2 exclusive games that they'll be coming out as well. The very first game that they premiered was the Mario Kart World, and I was really impressed with that game. It's practically an open world Mario Kart game. It almost looks like the Crew. That was the first game that stood out of me when the presentation was. when the game was being presented. An open Mario Kart world. You get to travel through different circuits, different what else? And you get to visit different areas. I think it's pretty neat, though. There's more on that game as well too. I'll talk about later on in regards to the Nintendo Switch. Oh, hold on. I don't like the way they come up so fast on me. Hold on. One health. Oh wait. Other games that were announced as well too. A lot of good games coming out, but that was one of the games that was the big game. And obviously, there's going to be a Metroid Prime 4 Switch. It's coming out on Switch and Switch 2, and wait a second. Anyways, that was what I was saying. So I was saying, other games came out as well too. There's the Mario Party Jamboree is being updated, where they're adding additional games that's compatible, not just with that Switch 2 exclusive, but also with the upcoming Nintendo camera that comes out when it releases in June. Those other games that was announced as well too. They did mention that the Switch 2 will be compatible with Switch 1 games. There is some controversy regarding that, where you would have to pay like an upgrade pack fee of some sort. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, some of the games already on like PS5 or the Xbox Series X, you could play. I need to find out the store. Okay. There are some games where you can play, and what's this? Of course, a body. Isn't that the helicopter? One of the agents that was with me on the helicopter from the beginning? Can I go through it? But so yeah, some of the fees go from $5 to $20 depending on the game. I mean, I still have yet to finish The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Yeah, I know. I'm slagging off on that, but there's just still too many games and little time that I have going on right now. And sorry. And I also have Tears of the Kingdom as well too. I bought it when it first came out, and I have yet to touch that. But luckily, I mean, I don't mind paying the upgrade fee on those games if I'm going to play my Switch 1 games on my Switch 2 whenever I do get it. HDR 002 Golden Fleece use. Antiviral used exclusively to stem and eliminate the replication of pox-infected cells in subjects who do not present a prolonged infection. In the case of prolonged infection, in fact, only 36 hours is enough. Intracellular fusion is such that the process becomes irreversible. Composition. Composed mostly of concentrated doses of hormones mixed with the serum extracted from the hybrid jellyfish of the North Fall Islands. Conceptually, the high dose of hormones go to anesthetize the cells affected by the virus, making them passive and blocking their replication, while the regenerative capacity deriving from jellyfish is used with the process whereby the infected cells are themselves victims of regeneration and are therefore regenerate until healthy. Interesting. Cool. But the thing is that there is a huge graphical, or I don't know about a huge graphical upgrade, but at least a huge upgrade in the frame rate performance, where the game will be at least 60 to 120 frames per second. Mind you, most of the current games on Switch One right now run at a smooth 30 to 40 frames per second, especially for a big game like um, both Zelda games. Where's it from? Where's that coming from? God, you're really fast. Come on, come on. Mm-hmm. God. Alright, stay dead. So yeah, hopefully at some point I get to play that game. Just in case. I don't like close. Oh, secret room. Down. Find all hexacore secret rooms. Nice. Guess I'm done with that. John Lithgow, I bet. Oh, let me look at my inventory. That's funny. Jay Lithgow, John Lithgow. Okay. Let me save that in case I encounter another bump or whatever. Oh, wait, hold on. Go back. I need to turn in some. Let's wait off. Let me put something away real quick and put in the tags. So, Agent 3, let's see here. HP3. Oh! I don't know. Gotta look into this real quick. And going back to the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. The HB 338. The very last game that was presented was Donkey Kong Bonanza, an actual open world Donkey Kong games. Probably the first 3D Donkey Kong game since Donkey Kong 64, and I'm really excited for that game. Excuse me. And there's some information regarding that. I've read that it might be a remake or of an origin telling story of some sort, because I forgot who the character was, if it was Rosa or somebody else that was on Donkey Kong, but it was a younger child that looked like one of the ladies. I think it was Rosa. I'm not sure. I have to look into that. But Donkey Kong Bonanza, that comes out like a couple of weeks after the release of Nintendo Switch 2, which will be on June 5th. Now, one of the major questions that was presented once the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct was has concluded. Let me read this ID tag from Agent Crane. We're starting to hate this job, this city, and that fucking dam. It's been 6 years since the government sent me to this piss pot in the forest, yet I risk my life twice as often as I did in the Gulf. And what's with all the secrecy? The codes, names, crap they give the population to our own brothers. I received a really good offer to work as a security merc for a Japanese multinational. That sounds like a good idea. You may not just take this opportunity to cut the umbilical that's tied me to the company for years. Being an operative of Hades and training with these men taught me a lot, but now I think it's time to give the trigger a rest and focus on the future. And more importantly, get as far away from Leaf's pickerhead as I possibly can. If you weren't so arrogant and precious, he'd make a fine leader. But so long as he puts his interests before others, he'll never make top dog. And nobody will trust him with their lives, especially not me, and that's for damn sure. Okay. Alright, so what do I get? Another additive. Okay, what's this one? It should be 728. John Lithgow. HB 728. It'd be nice if they just put the file in the game and not have us go to an extra website or something for this. But I guess they want us to be interactive somehow, or maybe save some file space to make this game. Damn, I thought it'd be smart to leave the van behind, avoiding the engine noise of this fucking piece of junk, and take to the woods on foot in order to reach the dam where everyone is stationed. But when I got to the hill, I saw what caused that unearthly noise a few hours ago. There it was, a copter up in flames. A great big iron wound practically glowing with the company's logo. I have no doubt that it's somehow connected to what's going on in the city. Anyway, I was about to head on past when I heard the most unusual noise from the trees, an animal cry, followed by blinding pain in my back. Whatever attacked me, I didn't stick around to find out. I think I saw two of the things, but they moved so fast I can't be sure. In fact, I didn't see the one coming that ambushed me from the shadows and slashed my back with its huge claw. Now they're tracking me. This is their neck of the woods. Best I can figure they're gonna take down and eliminate anyone with balls big enough or stupid enough to trespass. I'm not even sure how I managed to make it to my post and shut myself in, but it doesn't feel any safer in here. If I step outside, I'm dead. If I stay in here, I'll bleed to death. I just want the thing to stop. And we go. Another... God, what's with these... Hold on, no. I need to save. Put one of these away. I can't trade anything. Health fluid. Oh, 3? Oh. Okay. I think I'm good for now. Let me save. Okay. Alright. Good for now. But yeah, I forgot what this truck is called. Oh, the electron configuration. I remember that now. Dang. It's an easy formula, but I've forgotten all about it. Let's go back. Okay. Back to those two. So one of the major questions, back to the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct topic, was, well, one of the other presentations was some sort of like a virtual game instruction manual type of game where it'll teach you how to navigate the Nintendo Switch 2's functions from the controls to the system. The controversial thing about that is it cost, I think, like, what is it? Oh no! Make sure. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're dead. Okay. Now. So yeah, that costs money to actually access to. You pay for something that instructs you on how to navigate the security card, navigate the features and the controls, and probably do some neat tricks on it. I don't know, a lot of people don't like that. And another thing was that shortly after the presentation of the Direct 2, a lot of companies started reporting the price tag for the Nintendo Switch 2, as well as the release date. So, well, obviously the release date is June 5th, as well as the pre-orders would start on Wednesday, April 9th. However, the prices are as follows: $449.99 for the console itself, but $500 if you get the console with a digital download bundle of Mario Kart World. Now, a lot of people were angry about that, but what caused an uproar among the price points was also the games as well too. Somehow Mario Kart World by itself, and I think it's just the physical copy, is $79.99. So if you don't get the system with the bundle of Mario Kart World, you're actually going to spend an extra $30 to get a game, and somehow the price point starting at 69 to 79.99 left a sour taste on a lot of gamers' mouth. But a lot of people also forgot that back in the day, and Super Nintendo and Nintendo 64 games went up to that price, maybe even up to like almost $100, like $90 even. And sorry, and but the thing is like the marketing and the economy back in the late 90s to the early 2000s was way different from what it is right now. Big thing is that we're getting paid higher wages, whereas back in the late 90s, early 2000s, the wages were not as strong, and the and technology was much more limited at the time compared to what it is now. In addition, they also announced some of the accessories well too. I've already told you about the Nintendo camera. I think that's going to run for like $50. Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controller runs for I believe 70 to $80. And then you have, let me double check, make sure I'm not missing anything here. Then you also have the extra Joy Cons as well. I think they're going to run for 50 or $60 for an entire pack, or entire set. And let's see. Oh, the Nintendo Switch 2 cartridges are a little bit bigger than the Nintendo Switch 1 cartridges. And it's in a red color shape. The um, the internal memory capacity is going to be at I think 256 gigabytes, which is pretty good, which I like. That sound. Yeah, Hummer. This place is all wrecked. Must have lost control of this vehicle. Can't walk through that. Okay. What is that? Oh, it's a melted man. I like when they walk through me like that. Oh, shut out the direction I was going. Yeah, I need to heal. I need to heal. So I'm doing it all. And then they also announced some Switch 2 games, not upgrades, but Switch 2 games. They're about 69 to 79.99. So, I already have the Switch 1 games. I might as well just pay the extra. I think I'm gonna pay the difference somehow. What's this? Surgeon. Get all ID tags and the name's C. Ryback. That's Casey Ryback from the Under Siege and Under Siege 2 with Steven Seagal. I don't know how he's doing, by the way. But anyways, say that further on. Okay. Wait, what am I doing, by the way, on Fantasy Space? Water poisoning. And so, yeah, everything's coming out on June 5th. Now, on the day of, following the Direct 2 presentation, so bear in mind that everything was announced on Tuesday, April 1st. Wednesday, April 2nd, President Donald Trump announced reciprocal tariffs. I can't get past the roadblock. Well, you could just hop over and run. But anyways, like I was saying, where basically a lot of countries got hit with tariffs in which we as consumers are going to have to end up footing the bill with. So the following day on what is that? Don't really run on me. Okay. I like the way it ran at me like that. Oh, you're still alive. Let's see, you're still alive. You know, I got a lot of this right here. Let's use this. Actually, no. Okay, you're dead. Stay dead. Make sure I don't miss anything here. So, like I said, so back to the timeline. So April 2nd was when Trump announced the tariff. So the following day, on April 3rd, Nintendo had to scale back from the pre-order date to figure out what the percentage will be for the tariffs that they'll potentially add onto the prices of the Nintendo Switch 2 consoles and its respective digital download bundle of Mario Kart World. I'll read this real quick. August 20th, 1998, 11:30 a.m. Crisis Response and Counterterrorism Division. Report number 1, mobilization of the U.S. Army troops to assist Hexacore biogenetics units in Keenside area. See, Quadrant 1, East Keenside fortified station, town main access blocked. Quadrant 2, North Keenside, downtown regiment conducting surveillance and investigation. Quadrant 3, South Keenside, port, regiment encountered contaminated hostiles and declared an emergency, requests immediate support. Quadrant 4, West Keenside, gas station, fortified station, town secondary access blocked. April 8/21, so 8 p.m. So later that evening, crisis response and report number 2, mobilization of U.S. Army troops to assist Hexacore biogenetics units in Keenside area. Project 1. Oof. All the quadrants with the exception of the fourth one lost communication. West Keenside gas station garrison cut off and in danger of impending hostile attack. Calls for implementation of clean slate protocol by headquarters. So, wow. Some of spacers are missing. It seems that the combination of CSR03 castor gas and the H additive, this last present in large quantities in the Hades operatives, causes a new type of gene mutation that's completed in 10 to 20 hours after 0 hour. We call them castor Hades. During the transformation, the subject slips into a comatose state due to the immune system's heightened response due to H additive. After a period, the subject awakens, transformed into a sort of impossibly fast, highly resourceful, and deadly creature that. Alright, let's see what else we got here. Oh my god. It looks like they were ready to burn the bodies with gasoline. There's no good for it. Shit. Let's see. What's that? Oh, the H. Don't I have one already? Getting these 50. I'm like behind. They'll find the weapon soon. Should be a desert eagle or something. Did I miss something? Okay. I forget. Okay, so like I was saying, the pre-order date that was originally for April 9th for the Nintendo Switch 2 was delayed due to the tariffs that were implemented by Trump himself. Now there's been speculation as to what the new price points will be, but my guess will be $500 for the console itself, $550 to $600 for the Mario Kart World bundle. No, sorry. Is that a DeLorean? Ooh, I'll find that. Yes, I can. Max in the back. I think that is a DeLorean. I definitely love the Easter eggs that they've implemented in this game. That's pretty cool. Alright. Here. It definitely is. Red room. Let me take a screenshot of that. I'm taking screenshots of all these Easter eggs. Pretty good. But yeah, so that's my thing with the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. A lot of angry faces, a lot of excitement. Oh, you! Stay there. I'll wait. Oh, what? By the way, what happened? I remember a few years ago in I think it was a Super Bowl commercial. There was supposed to be a DeLorean coming out, but I heard something. I guess it's not coming out anytime soon. Early afternoon. Although we were trained physically and mentally to handle extreme situations, no one can truly be prepared for a nightmare like this. When my department got alerted last night, we only had a few minutes to suit up and truck out to a small town in the middle of nowhere. I could tell it was no ordinary mission by our supervisor's stunned look, but when is it ever when our anti-terror countermeasure unit is deployed? That being said, I never imagined something like this. We arrived at dawn after what seemed like an endless journey of mountain woods, and were immediately attacked by a group of crazies before we even had time to establish a perimeter around the gas station. We put them down like dogs when they attacked us, injuring some of my teammates. Our orders are to patrol the road into town and quarantine the entire area. So it's easy to guess that some kind of disease must have gotten out. Once the barricades were in place, we threw the bodies in a pile and burned them, while the medics set up some kind of makeshift ER to try and save the injured infected subjects for their little science project. Despite all hell breaking loose, it's calm now. Which ain't so bad because now I have the time to make a note about what happened here. I feel surprisingly well. Evening. Looks like the next few hours will be the last for this town and its helpless inhabitants. Maybe even hours. I heard Lieutenant Ford on the radio with command over at the dam. It seems we've been celebrating our victory a little too soon as the infected are tearing apart our men on the streets. Now we've lost communications with all units, and according to the latest comm, a horde of infected are making their way here. General McClintock has decided to proceed with the clean slate protocol and burn the whole place down, along with everything in it. We've been instructed to hold our positions and halt the impending attack until further orders are given. We're supposed to shoot to kill regardless of who it is, infected or not infected, because they could be carriers of this fucked up disease. I don't know. I don't like the idea of gunning down innocent people, just like I didn't like the look of my supervisor. From the start, we've only been given as little intel as necessary about what's really going on here, but it's getting late now. There's nothing more to do but restrict access into town, keep those monsters at bay, and pray to God Almighty that we live to see another sunrise. Arg. Oh, God. Oh, is that the Desert Eagle? Yeah. Sure, I'm missing anything. Oh, what is that? A flux capacitor? See if we could, oh, see if we can aim. What does this say? Disconnect capacitor drive before opening. Shield eyes from light. That's pretty cool. Alright. Take a screenshot of that. Back in time. Find the flux capacitor. Alright. Pretty right now here. And it's still funny to this day how a lot of people don't know how tariffs work. I'd say more, but I'm gonna hold my thoughts. Full. It's gonna drop. Damn. Oh. Just use this, whatever. Power station card, good. Time to go back. I need to go to the save room. What's that? Whoa! That really scared me. It's just the way they creep up so quick on you from the corners. Alright, you're dead. Alright. Let's keep going. Go back up that hill. I need to go to that save room first because I need some stuff. In other news, my Golden State Warriors are on fire right now. They are 20 and I think 20-4, 21-4 since they picked up Jimmy Butler. Again, I had my doubts with him when they first picked him up because of the baggage that he had of Miami and Minnesota. But man, he is actually fitting into the team pretty well. The other surprise players, Gui Santos, a second-year player from Brazil, and also Quentin Post, the rookie center. That man knows how to shoot the three. Like, he strokes the threes pretty well. I'm really impressed with him. I think if the Warriors had recognized his potential a little earlier in the season, I think the record would have been a little bit better because of how he shoots the ball tremendously on offense. But let's see something. Now let's see that. No. Go back. Hey, don't you have an heavy tag? Yeah, let's see right back. HB 632. Let's see here. But yeah, the Warriors, they went on like a really tough stretch. So mind you, they're actually I think the fifth or the fourth seed now. But when they started off as a sixth seed earlier this week, they played the fifth seed Grizzlies on I think it was Monday or Tuesday. Then Friday, which was yesterday, they entered their road trip against the fourth seeded Lakers. And then yesterday, oh, sorry, Thursday, that was Thursday. Then Friday, they went back home to host the Denver Nuggets, who in my opinion, is probably the best team in the West. And they scare me as a Warriors fan because of how big they play on defense. But they were able to beat them. And so they conclude the gauntlet on Sunday against the Houston Rockets, who are the number 2 seed. But the fact that they beat the Lakers and the Denver Nuggets back-to-back, which are the fourth and the third seed respectively, that's all there is to know as to how tough these Warriors are right now, especially with Jimmy Butler, the rise of Guy Santos off the bench, as well as Quinton Post. Oh, there's the piece right over. Flick on this real quick. I'm not really afraid of OKC Thunder because the Warriors beat them 2 out of 3 times. I don't know if the Thunder will make the finals. I do expect the Warriors to make the Western Conference championship because of how tough they've been playing right now. All right, so here's Casey right back. The Army's finally here, parading around a few feet away in their green garbs and gas masks. Idiots. They don't even realize the threat is airborne. Not anymore. I know they won't let me go. Even though I work for the company, I read the emergency protocols. My position isn't high enough on the pedestal to warrant a safe extraction. But rather a swift execution as some test subject, a number to be checked off. They're close now. The only thing I can do is make a break for the car and hope to get across the board. If I do make it, I'll rat on those bastards in front of a judge. But if I don't, I just hope this confession is enough to nail him to Of course, another additive. God. I'm just gonna put one away. And the hacking cable. Let me save because I don't know what I'm getting myself into. But yeah. So I expect this is a little bit early right now, even though the playoffs start in less than 2 weeks. But I do expect it to be the Warriors and the Cavaliers to be in the NBA Finals. Be the 10th anniversary of when the Warriors-Cavs rivalry first started, when LeBron James was with them at the time. It's going to be really weird when those two retire in a couple of years or so. So I saved. Now it's that damn area. There we go. That red tree. Oh, it's a burning tree. It's on fire. Okay, there's a save icon. It's still saving. Something bad's gonna happen. There you go. Let's see what's going on here. Stand blocks out there.
What the fuck are you supposed to be?
Oh, there's two of them. Oh no. Okay. Let me just get all more heroic. Oh. I'm gonna die. Oh. At least I know what to do now.
What the fuck are you supposed to be? Fucking hell!
That's a lot of shotgun ammo. What am I doing? Because that's a lot of shotgun ammo. Let's do this. Yeah, see? Let's use my shotgun. Is that the dam? That is the dam. By a twist of fate. That's out of sight. Not fucking semen body. Another area. Okay. Oh, there's the magnet. It's on my left holster. Okay. Yeesh, this place is a mess. I got some time to kill. Save icon. For what? Oh. I'm full, of course. Let me drop something real quick. Let's drop this. What's the mental fluid do anyway? Let's see how that works. The saving is... Why does it keep saving? Sorry, I gotta kill you. There's a silver dude. One. Ah. Yeah, let me drop this one. I got a lot of tires. The attention of Gentleman Clintock. In accordance with the Department of Defense and CIA, we're ordering the implementation of Clean Slate Protocol for the town of Keensa and surrounding area at 6 a.m. on August 21st. Primary proceedings. The Hexaco facility is equipped with an internal self-destruction system which, by detonating over 200 pounds of C4 planted into the city's dam's wall, will completely annihilate the research center as well as the town that is now irreversibly lost. Authorized Hexaco personnel still present in the facility will assist you in arming the system. Secondary proceedings. In the event that the self-destruct system cannot be activated, you are authorized to destroy the dam manually using stocks of explosives that are being sent out by air. Before proceeding in either case, please ensure that all VIPs and classified research samples have been retrieved and handed over safely. Lieutenant Kendrick, Office of Operations Coordination Director, U.S. Department of Homeland Security. Am I supposed to know that information? Am I missing something?
All Hexacore agents have an ID that they always carry with them. Sure, I can find it if I work hard enough.
Okay, I know what it is. The ID tag. And that saving icon's killing me. And 1455. Okay, that should be it. There we go. Yeah, that's me. I shot you. Holy crap. am I doing in space for now? It's a melted man. I need to kill some space. Okay. Alright, buddy, come on. I'm right here. Oh, I thought I'd try to move.
That's not good.
Music's getting more freaky. Oh, let me heal. Winning with these shotgun shells. Here we go. Now the save stops. Wow. Beautiful. take my time. I don't know what that. I missed something. Let's keep going. I don't know the code of that locker yet, so I'll probably find a document somewhere here. Oh, jeez! No! Freaking press the R3 button to turn around. What an idiot. God, don't do that. Find out health for now. Oh shit, you gotta be kidding me. Damn. Oh, what can I do? I'm ready to just dump all my regular ammo and trade it off for the hollow ammo. I got 54 rounds. 30. That's a lot. Okay. Was that a mutated zombie? Doing on time. We're in a little bit of overtime here. This is the longest chapter yet. I thought chapter 2 was long, but chapter 3 is even longer now. Oh, I can, hold on. Make sure I'm clear. Where'd that drink? There we go. Good. There's just this guy here. Oh, hello. Look at the devil. What's an entrance to another door? Let's see. Jesus, scared me. A number? 514. I wonder if that's the code to the lock. Let's go back. Shit, it's a long ass walk. Okay, stay dead. I wonder if that bobblehead's in there, because I heard something in there. Success! So, hold on. How many guns are there? 49 rounds and 60 rounds. There we go. Make sure I'm using everything properly. Okay. Let's go back. Here's my trusty shotgun. Music is just creepy. I don't even know if something's gonna come out or not. But now I'm at the end. Let's keep going. If it takes a little longer than I have to, we'll end the episode once we reach the end of this chapter, because I feel like we're almost at the end of all this. Still have yet to play Sam to see what's going on this side of town. Come on down. Let me hit you with some shotgun shells. I better wake up another one. Hold on.
Voice memo of Dr. Robert Foreman. They won't give me access to the lab. They came here with the express purpose of blowing it up, along with years of painstaking work, but I won't allow them to succeed. At some point, they have to escort me inside to retrieve the backup files. They were instructed to do so. That research represents the culmination of my entire life. If by some chance my plan fails, I hope another will find this message and go salvage my work on OBE to finish what I started a lifetime ago. The research must continue at all costs. We're all expendables in the furtherance of progress.
Oh my god. I need the ammo. What is this? In I go. After just a few steps beyond the threshold of Lair Dam, Raven sees that nobody's safe from the deadly infection, not even hex scores on battle-hardened soldiers at headquarters. Neither the U.S. Army nor the company's secret ops have found a way to combat the infection, much less the creatures born from it. Even now, the sure signs of a monstrous run-in make for a bleak and gruesome scene of war. Did I hear a bobblehead? Start the lights off. floor. There we go. I see legs. What am I doing here? Shotgun shells. It's okay. What was that? I heard something. Is it downstairs? Okay, what a mess. Well, let's see. Oh, that's what it is. Someone's in that door, but I can't do anything. Guess we'll wait. It's the mall of the town. Oh, what's this?
Major, do you read me? Can you hear me? Major! Damn it. Is this thing even working? Come on. Sandman, you there? Do you read me?
Raven, you're alive. I just figured you'd be dead after what happened aboard the chopper.
I should say the same for you. When I found Crane's body in the wreckage, I thought for sure.
Crane's body? You found his remains?
Yes, sir. Near the crash site. I gathered as many samples as I could to use against Lee when this gets back to command.
Make damn sure those samples are still intact. They'll lead my arrival. Shouldn't take too long to wrap this up. And whatever you do not trust anyone you do not know. I'm afraid that Lee isn't the only backstabbing son of a bitch who worked here. I'll see you at the dam.
Understood. But hang on a second, Major. We can't just waltz through the front door. It's totally fucked. And even if we got through, those freaks are still parading around inside. I did find another chopper we could use. I think we should just rendezvous on the rooftop and get the hell out of here before it's too late.
Roger, kid. We'll rendezvous at the copter pad then. I'm on my way. Don't be late. We're gonna get through this together. Over and out.
Oh, wow, that is a really long chapter. Alright, after finding his way out of the deadly labyrinth of the Sacred Heart Hospital, Sandman continues his relentless pursuit of Sandman, blinded by his rage and lust for revenge. But on the streets of Keen's Sight, he will soon discover that the real nightmare is far worse than anything he previously had mentioned. And we will end the episode here.
Damn. Understood. But hang on a second, Major. We can't just waltz through the front door. It's totally fucked. And even if we got through, those freaks are still parading around inside. I did find another chopper we could use. I think we should just rendezvous on the rooftop and get the hell out of here before it's too late. Roger, kid. We'll rendezvous at the copter pad then. I'm on my way. Don't be late. We're gonna get through this together. Over and out.
And yep, we will end the episode over here. So we finally concluded Raven's side of the story, at least to our knowledge, now that we're controlling Sam again. So, another DeLorean? What's with these DeLoreans here? Alright, so in the next episode, we will start off Chapter 4, which is right here, right now, and see if Sam is able to find Sandman, and he'll probably run into Agent Raven along the way. Who knows? We'll see. But in the meantime, let's see what happens as we reach to... Wow, we're actually going to reach episode 10. So then, guys, I'll see you much later, and, yeah, go Warriors. Good night, guys.